Shoulders, we're always up here. We're always swinging. We're always doing things, and this just gets bad.
Welcome back to another episode of the Massage Expert Wellness Lab.
Products, y'all. Who's that knocking at my door? Massage expert for that sore. Who's that knocking at my door? Emmy Essential Products, y'all.
And even like injuries too. Somebody that, because most sports massage, you're coming in with, you're getting injured people. So
Yes.
Working with injuries as well, because some therapists will be, I do sports, but have no clue on how to work an injury or work around it or what you're supposed to do.
What kind of injuries do you see mostly with aerialists?
Shoulders, we're always up here. We're always swinging. We're always doing things, and this just gets bad when you're doing it for however many hours a day. Yeah, a lot of my clients are aerialists or dancers. So shoulders and hips. And again, it depends on what they do. So I have a wonderful trapeze artist that I work on quite frequently. If you say trapeze artist, you're thinking this, right? Well,
Yes.
No, he's a catcher. So he's the one that's always hanging upside down that's catching the person. So his issues aren't, they are his arms, because again, he's catching somebody, right? His issues are more in his hips, because that's where his power is coming from. His knees flexed all the way back to keep him on the bar. That's his stabilization. So it's really his hips that need work all the time. It's very specific. It gets very specific when you get into what's going on. But as far as people that like fly around and stuff, definitely shoulders. And also forearms. We tend to engage our forearms a lot differently than most anybody else. And so there's a lot of forearm pain that it comes from all of this. Hands are another thing, because we're death gripped onto things sometimes. And again, it depends on how often they're practicing. Are they a new aerialist? Are they just learning? That's a whole different type of work. Are they experienced? Have they had surgeries? That's a whole different type of work. When it comes to other sports, again, basketball players, knees, feet, I'll spend 45 minutes on feet, because that's going to rotate the leg. That's going to rotate, you know what I mean? When you start really shifting things around, it makes a big difference. I had a boxer once. He started lifting weights, but had on the wrong shoes or something. And his back pain, he kept saying mid back. And we worked the back for 2 hours, and there's a bunch of stuff there. But after I finished, he was like, it's still there. And I'm like,
what was it?
So
was it the glutes,
this was me learning. This
it
was a learning moment for me to figure out where else could it be. So I went on down, and I'm like, because I did hips. I do hips and back together, glutes and back together. And so I went down to the legs, and I'm like, his legs look normal. His feet were the issue completely. I didn't even spend that much time on it, maybe 10 minutes on the feet. That resolved back pain. I could have just started there had I didn't tell me about the lifting thing until later. And looking at his feet, I wouldn't have thought anything, because maybe I would have, because he's flat-footed. So, assessment things. There's little things like that you have to consider. So that was a huge learning moment for me. And I should have known, because I have clients where they have headaches only from their feet, So it's...
For those who don't know, reflexology is basically the massaging of your feet. And a lot of people don't know that your feet have organs. So it has a spine, it has a lung, it has a heart. So things that go wrong with our body sometimes manifest in our feet. Doing the massaging of the feet can help relieve some of those pains or aches that's actually in the body.
And sometimes it's purely muscular. If you have a person that's having intense calf pain, where does the calf connect? The heel?
Yeah.
But if the heel is all jacked up, that's going to go all up into this area of the foot. And then, things start, if somebody walks on the inner part of your feet. Exactly. So, yeah. There's a lot to look at.
Pain. And then we all just become numb to it.
Quickly, because your awareness isn't there. Your awareness is on what hurts, not what the cause of it is usually.
Hi, Alfonso. This is Monica Cotter, owner of Under Construction Fitness. Just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful gifts that you gave me and the rest of the prime movers.